Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so glad to see you here. If you've seen my last reading vlog, you know how bad it turned out. So for the time being, I decided to swear off doing some reading challenges and I decided to just mood read. Because I fear I might be falling into a little reading slump and that is the last thing I want. So the goal for this video is just to enjoy reading without any goals set, without any specific strict TBR. Just read what I want and vibe with it. The first book I decided to pick up is A Torch Against the Night by Sabata Hir. It is a sequel to An Ember in the Ashes, and I thought it would be a great idea for me to be excited about a book again if I know that I love the story, I love the characters, I love the plot. So that's why I am continuing the series that I started some time ago. I am so excited to be back with these characters because honestly, I really missed them. So I'm gonna get back to you with some updates when I started the book. I just started the book, but what I already want to state is that I'm already so enjoyed it. We are literally thrown right into action. First of all, we're starting right off where we left in the first book. And it's crazy, if you know, it's crazy how it ended, and there are so many possibilities what could go wrong. And some stuff has already gone wrong, and also right, but also wrong. And I'm just so intrigued, and I literally can't stop reading, but I have to. I think I got to chapter 5. We're getting new point of view. Oh my god, I'm so scared to read this point of view because with what happened in the first book, I can see how traumatic and difficult it can be to read about and how many sad and awful things might happen. I'm genuinely scared. That's why I stopped. Plus, I have work like in 3 minutes. So I'm just sat there ready for work. And when I'm done, I'm gonna read that 5th chapter and find out whether my predictions are right or not. I have to be quiet because almost everyone's asleep, but I'm so happy to be back in this world, yet I'm so scared. I think it's just gonna be so much darker than the first book. Help. This is crazy. It's time for me to go to bed, but I'm just sat there reading because I can't stop. So much crazy stuff is happening and I'm just loving this book so much, even though, yeah, it's crazy. I'm gonna give you my detailed review tomorrow. And now I just wanted to get my reactions to what I just read because holy shit. Twists that this book is taking, I did not expect at all. Unfortunately, I cannot tell you much about the plot because it is obviously the second book in the series, and I don't want to spoil anything that happened in the first book because I feel like I can spoil a lot. I just wanted to say that I love a traveling aspect in this book. Literally, any fantasy book with a traveling aspect, I know I'm gonna eat up, and I'm definitely eating this book up right now. I am almost halfway through now, and I literally, oh my god, I love this book so much. So yeah, see you tomorrow because right now I just cannot articulate my thoughts normally. Why is this heartbreaking stuff happens the moment I put makeup on my eyes? I can't even cry properly. End of chapter 29. Why? Well, I kinda lied when I told you that I would talk to you yesterday because I didn't. But I'm here to talk to you now and to update you on A Torch Against the Night by Sabata Hir because I finished the book and I gave it 4.5 stars because it was so good. I knew I would like it, but I absolutely loved it. I'd say I loved it even more than the first book. And I loved the first one. So that says a lot. I'll try to be vague about things I say because obviously I don't want to spoil anything because it is a second book in the series and it starts off right where the first one ended. So obviously, literally whatever I say will be a spoiler, but I'll try just to talk about things I love and not plot points. I loved the road trip travel aspect of the book. Not gonna talk why and who was traveling, but I really loved traveling and seeing different people, meeting different people, learning about them and their stories, and learning about their characters more. And I also loved the amount of plot twists and reveals and turns that were in this book. I would say though, I don't remember whether I've already mentioned it or not, but this book is kind of darker than the first one. It is more gruesome and there were more details of unpleasant stuff. And in that way, it kind of reminded me of the Poppy War, but it was not as gruesome as the Poppy War was, just reminded me of that a little bit. Like in the first book, we got the title of the book in a conversation, in a book, and literally in a plot. I'm gonna read it to you because I highlighted it so I could read it to you. Most people are nothing but glimmers in the great darkness of time, but you, Blink, are no swift burning spark. You are a torch against the night, if you dare to let yourself burn. Oh my goodness. Literally, when I was reading it, I gasped. I audibly gasped. I just love when authors integrate the book titles literally in the plot. Unfortunately, this book didn't have a 5-star feeling personally for me. I think further in the series I might have a 5-star. Unfortunately, it was not this one. I did find some stuff that I was not really vibing with and that I didn't really love. I'm not gonna mention it because those are spoilers, a very big and major ones, so we're not gonna talk about that. What I want to tell, what I didn't really connect with and what I didn't really vibe with, but it was completely me problem. It was not a book problem. At the last part of the book, when we were getting more insights about one of the characters and one of the aspects of the story, I did kind of find it very difficult to understand some descriptions. Again, it is completely a me problem because English is obviously not my native language, it's not even my second language, it's my third language, and while I do know it kind of good, I don't know it perfectly, and it was very difficult for me to understand what they were talking about and what was described, and I had to reread the same stuff over and over again to finally grasp what I had to grasp. And it unfortunately kind of slowed me because at the end of the book, you just want to get to the reveal, to the end of the plot, to know how everything turned out. And I was just rereading the same page over and over again because I did not understand what was happening. And sometimes when I don't understand some descriptions, I just skip them. But this was a pretty important stuff to the plot, and it would definitely be important further in the books. So I just felt the need to understand what was going on. So yeah, I absolutely loved the book. Can't wait to continue the series. However, I don't think I will be going straight into the next book. I think I want to start something else, but it is evening now. I guess you can see by the lightning. It's kind of bad. I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm gonna think of what I want to read, and I'll see you when I've decided and when I start the book. Okay, y'all, I'm reading Kingdom of the Wicked right now. I haven't read much, but tell me why I'm already obsessed. I don't want to speak too soon because I don't want to jinx the book, but it's just so good already, and I'm having high expectations and high hopes for the rating because it's already so good. I love the writing. I love that there are witches, which I did not know. I knew, of course, we are talking about like Princess of Sin, Princess of Hell. I'm not sure how they're called, the Wicked, but I did not know there were witches, and I'm loving it so much. And I also love that this is set in Italy. I love Italy. I've never been to Italy yet, but I'm hoping to go there sometime soon or sometime at all. I don't really love the cover, to be honest. For some reason, it's giving like dark romance. Maybe it is the skull, I don't know. But still, the book is so good already, and I just can't wait to read more. I am quite literally just sat there giggling the whole time. I am eating their banter up. Like, my mom was just sitting near me and I was reading like all the stuff that they were saying to each other, and I'm like They like, their banter is just so good. Like, top tier enemies to lovers. Perfect. I have the last chapter to read, so let's finish the book and then we're gonna talk. She's friends with Stephanie Garber. I did not know that. Is that it? Is that it? It is a couple minutes later after I finished the book, as you just saw, and whoa. I'm sorry if I didn't really update you much on the book. I have been so busy with my uni work that I was just reading whenever I had like spare 5-10 minutes, and I didn't feel like picking up the camera because I wanted to be in the moment reading. So I'm sorry if I was not really active in this video. But anyway, let's talk about the book because I loved it, honestly. I would say that the end kinda brought it a little bit down, but still, I really enjoyed it. I'm still not sure on the rating. I'm gonna put it on the screen somewhere here. You can see the rating. The thing that I loved the most was probably banter because, oh my god, the way Rad and Amelia were talking, like, I love it. I love it. That's the banter I live for, and that is enemies banter I need. I am so excited what happens in the next books with how this book ended, even though I was expecting it to leave kind of on a cliffhanger, but it didn't. It just didn't fully end the story in a way, but it wasn't really like cliffhangery. Like I said, I was enjoying first maybe like 60-70% more than the last part, and honestly, I don't know why. I don't really have an explanation for that. It was just this feeling that I didn't get in the last part that I got in the first part. So don't come for me. I really don't know why it kind of felt off for me. So yeah, I loved the book. And I'm really excited to see what happens further in the series because I loved the writing style. I loved the characters. So I will be definitely continuing reading this series. And if I enjoy this whole series, maybe also the spin-off series as well. We'll see about that, but this series definitely. Again, really sorry for this video being this chaotic and me not really talking to you much and you not really seeing me much. I don't really know if that bothered you, but it bothered me a lot. But anyway, next video will definitely be better, so stay tuned. Thank you so much for staying here with me anyway. Comment down below this emoji if you've made it this far into this video. Again, thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye!